What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's up, y'all? Thank you. Be present. I appreciate that. I see you, DJ Hollywood. Let me put these headsets on. I don't even know I'd be putting on the headset because actually, it's more or less to hear myself and to hear what's going on. What up, Splendid? Let me see. Support the channel. YouTube. / IC Green Line. There we go. Post that. Pin that. All right, you guys. It is that time of day. I know everybody's like, yo, Scrap. Yo, Scrap, what up? Oh, it's a little blurry on my YouTube. Let me get my YouTube straight. There we go. We in full effect. If you're on my YouTube, excuse the room, man. I gotta, I'm doing some things. So, what up, Angela? Someone is extremely late. What? I'm allowed to be late on my 2-month anniversary, ain't I, Angela? Come on, man. We celebrating. Don't you come here with that. I got my apple cider vinegar ready and everything. I hope you got yours ready or have already drank yours. Yo, late nights require later mornings, yo. I really do. I really had a late night. I was at the gym pretty late, you know what I'm saying? But yo, check it out, y'all. We are celebrating 2 months of going live. I am the people say eat what? Bite to eat. Bite to eat. I'm giving you something to chew on, homie. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good. You drank yours. Hopefully everybody else has drank their apple cider vinegar as well and is getting ready for an amazing Thursday. I slept 3 hours and 48, but feel amazing. Woo! Be present. You are a gangster for that. Because I realize that sleep does the body good. So I want you to try to figure out a way to get better sleep. I can't allow you to continue to do that. I need you to get better sleep. We're not doing that. We're not killing our bodies like that. You know what I'm saying? Treat yourself well. Most of the time you hear me on here and I'm communicating about your gut health and your digestive health, but man, you got to treat yourself well. Sleep is important, extremely important. So I want to make sure that you are figuring out a way to get your schedule right so you can do that, man. There's no way you should be getting like 2 and 3 hours of sleep. Mo, you drank yours? Okay. I'm gonna drink mine in a minute. I just got a late start, y'all, man. It is what it is. I'm not making any excuses, but your boy be up. You know what I'm saying? Your boy be doing things, So what it is I'm going to the gym a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate drank hers. That's what's up. Good morning, Chocolate. What's up? Make sure y'all are sharing the room immediately and hitting that like button immediately. We are celebrating 2 months. Energy is high right now. Eclipses are coming up. That's what's up. I still need you to get some rest. We still gonna do that. We're not gonna not rest. You know what I'm saying? If you joining me live on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button and whatnot and let us know you're there. Make sure you introduce yourself on the way in. Let me type that in right quick. What up, Venus? So, I'm gonna be, I think I'm gonna be sticking and moving all day today on this live because it is, what up, Red? It is the 2-month anniversary. And what am I talking about? Yo, it's been 2 months since I've been able to go live on this platform, being able to share and chop it up and kick it with y'all. So I'm be sticking and moving all day, digging in and giving y'all some juicy juice. We've spoken about everything on this channel, from apple cider vinegar drink, to some politics, and the politics be getting funny. From politics to some of everything. So let me make this a little bit bigger right there. There we go. Let me do this. Let me bring this here. Let me make this a little bit bigger too. There we go. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Chocolate. Most of y'all have been with me for at least a month. What up, Sharice? Most of you have been with me for at least a month. Those of you that have been with me for at least a month, Talk to me, man. Let me know how y'all been doing, man. Let me know how your body's been treating you. You know what I'm saying? Be present said key lime water, alkaline vegan lifestyle. That's what's up. That's what's up. I know you over there feeling grizzate. You know what I mean? I'm gonna bust it down. I'm gonna do a little kind of thing in the next couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But that's, neither here nor there. Let's pin that to the bottom. There we go. So, if you saw my last meme on, I don't know if I want to call it a meme, but if you saw the last thing I posted on my Instagram, it's funny as I don't know what. I took a piece of a Drake conversation and I continued it, and I think you guys might enjoy that. What if I eat before you shouldn't, Mo to the Neek. Honestly, you really wanted to wait and drink this on a empty stomach. It works better that way. You're welcome, Bone. You know what I'm saying? It's highly effective, and it's going to get you, pretty regular. How much cider in the AM? 2 teaspoons. It's on the recipe up top. Just 2 teaspoons, nothing more than that. What up, Zena? Good morning. Everybody kind of clowning me about being a little bit later than usual today. If I'm ever later than 11, just know that the night before was pretty challenging. What up, Mike? So I have, I'm hitting the gym regularly, and last night it took a toll on me because I was at the gym pretty late, and I hit my back really, really hard while watching and listening to the Drink Champs interview. It was really, really super dope. I advise everybody to do it. And then I reposted on my stories on Instagram. You guys have got to watch this young man break down how, Kanye West was talking about being, they were trying to clown him about being an anti-Semite. But honestly, we are descendants of, and Jewish by from our history, you know what I mean? So I have lost a lot of inches due to going through menopause, so I'm happy about that. That's what's up, Chocolate. I remember you talking about that when you first got on. And that you were, had some goals you wanted to reach. So I'm glad we're like most people. Listen, I don't want y'all. I do not want y'all checking y'all scales. We already told y'all, throw the scales out. The scales are not beneficial to the success that you want. It's going to be the visible representation of the changes that's going on. What up, Lisa? Yeah. I saw that. I think I saw Tommy as well. But there's a guy who I just posted who breaks down all of the words, you know what I mean? He breaks everything down. Lisa, you go up top to my name and it should be a subscribe button right next to it. For anybody wanting to subscribe on TikTok, just go up top, look to your left. It'll say my name and then subscribe. You hit that button and it'll lead you through it. On Instagram, you guys should already be subscribed or following and with notifications turned on. And notifications is such a powerful thing, right? I never really talk about this, right? I never really get too deep into how you should move around on social media. But it in 2020, it was such a powerful conversation to have that I wrote a book about it. And I almost never communicate about my book. Instagram, you guys see the book posted at the bottom. I know a few of you that are in this live have purchased the book. I saw a nurse giving her recipe using 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar and hot water using a small glass. Yeah, Pearl, she's going to harm that lady. You want to dilute that. You know what I mean? You want to dilute that apple cider vinegar. And it tells you everywhere that it should be diluted even more. Alien, what's up, girl? I'm able to wear a pair of sweatpants that squeezed the life out of my stomach 2 months ago. That's what's up, Red. Yeah. I see my people checking in over on my Instagram channel. I'm multicasting right now, just so y'all understand. I'm entertaining a lot of you guys from Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and a couple more places. But that's the conversation we got to have globally to help change the situation. What's goody? I thought I saw you yesterday. Me and Sydney did, but it was a lookalike. It was an imposter. It was not you, Alien. So that means you got to show up. You know what I'm saying? People miss you, so we got to see you. So yeah, your clothes should fit better. If you couple that with any kind of cardio, any kind of exercise, your body is going to thank you very, very much. Zena, how are you doing today? I had to get my 2 cents telling her it can harm her stomach lining and her esophagus. That's right, Pearl. When you know, you know. Like when you tell these folks, hey, that's too much apple cider vinegar, that's 6 teaspoons, she's not supposed to have that much. The acidity is going to eat away at her tooth enamel, at her stomach lining and her esophagus. That's not what we want. Be present. I got it set up where we can communicate. You know what I'm saying? I know you is. Alien, you better pull up. You know what I'm saying? So, Alien, you like that little Drake collabo I did on my Woo! I'm stupid, but I'm having fun. That's all that matters. Today is the 2-month anniversary. It's almost time for some new ink, bro. Let me know when you're gonna be back up. I got an idea I want to do for my hand. And a little bit on my arm, but let me know. It's time for some new ink. That's my homie Kid with the wings on Instagram, who does his art is incredible, but he's a ridiculous tattoo artist. For those of you who like tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I will, yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna do it because I'm about to take a trip and I'm trying to see where you're gonna be. I'll text you. We'll figure out schedules. What up, Canna? So 2 months in, man, I'd like to hear from you guys. You know what I'm saying? What have y'all enjoyed about the lives, or is there anything y'all want to hear more about in the lives? You know what I'm saying? It's been 2 months of me giving you and giving and giving, and I just want to receive from y'all what y'all might want to do. Yeah, I know, right? The sleeve is lit. I be getting mad compliments. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta, the next part is to figure out the most sensitive parts of my arm, bro. Eesh. I'm kind of nervous about that. I'm kind of nervous about that. Yeah. President said, yo, I got 3 tattoos, but you know, he got to manage it a little bit differently. Yeah. So I'm a little nervous about that, but yeah, man, talk to me, y'all. Those of you who have been with me, I know there are going to be some new people in the live or whatever, but for those of you who have been on the live and kicking it, tell me, man, talk to me about your results. Tell me about, you know what I'm saying, how you've been enjoying the show. It's a 2-month celebration of being able to go live and communicate with y'all. Make sure y'all continue to hit the like button, share button. Make sure if you want to contribute to the live goal or whatnot. But yeah, man, let's talk about it. I introduced this conversation when I got on this live. When I started 2 months ago, the very first broadcast I have, I'm going to post it today. I got to create a template for it because it's shot, you know, from the phone. It's shot upright. So I'm going to create a template so you guys can see, you know, the very first episode. And bro, that have this tattoo cream that's supposed to allow you to do any tattoo with virtually no pain. I seen that, the numbing stuff. May need to do that. You know what I'm saying? May need to do that when we get it going. But the very first episode, you guys will not believe. It started, I don't want to say by accident, but it was like a thing, right? I was on, Kid Wing said, yeah, lies. I got online one night at around 8 o'clock. It was a Sunday night. I remember it clearly. I got online and I was just kind of testing it out because I had just been able to go live, you know what I'm saying? So I was really interested about seeing how it all worked. All fake. I tried every cream you could think of. That's what's up. What up, Jamaica? Jamaican Esquire. So I got on in the middle of me making tuna fish for my tuna fish sandwiches, or for just, you know, making tuna. So as I got on making the tuna, and you guys will see this, everyone joined the live and everybody had an opinion about, what up, Red Baby? Everybody had an opinion about how I was making this tuna. Everybody has a different way of doing things. And this is one of the things that I enjoyed about going live that first night. It was like, people were like, yo, you need a little more, a dash of salt. You need pepper. You need this. You need that. And it was just, it went on. My first live was 4 hours long. And about 800 to 900 people were interacting through this live. Now imagine this is I didn't let it overwhelm me. I answered everything that I could answer in the chat, because if you've been on my lives, you know I read everything. And when I missed it, like, it was, I don't know what it was. It was some of the chats weren't going through, and I was missing some of the conversations. So people would be like, "Oh, so you just gonna ignore me and all that?" And I'd be like, "Yo, I didn't even see it." Like, most times when the room blows up, it just gets crazy. Yeah, what's up, Andrea? Welcome to the live. So as I began conversing about it, I also started introducing some activities, right? So we did, you know, I was making the tuna with the suggestions of the people that were in the live. Now I didn't do the salt thing. I didn't do. I already know salt is not the bomb.com. So I didn't use salt. But when it came down to the mayos, I had several different mayos. I had the Dukes, I had the Miracle Whip, and I had the it was one more, I can't remember. But I had them all laid out, and then I was like, do I do it with crackers? Do we do it with bread? Do we do it with Doritos? It was super duper dope. What up, sweet? It was a really, really amazing first show. You guys welcomed me in with open arms and treated me really well from the beginning. There were some trolls in the beginning, which is always, for us in this live, it's always welcome. Trolls help get us to a place where we can educate everybody. What up, Ara? Man, Ara, I'm so mad. I meant to call you and invite you up, but I'm glad I didn't. For Wednesday night that I was talking about. It's about gut control, digestive health, Andrea. All right, I went to sleep anyway. I went to the gym and I was gonna shower and head out to the club, but I went to sleep. So I'd have been I would have went, you know what I'm saying? I would have made sure I went had you come up, but I was like, I felt bad. I literally sat there, was like, damn it, I forgot to invite her. Himalayan salt and sea salt is healthy. Avoid table salt. Yeah, I don't use table salt. It cuts your insides. It actually does be present because they use like glass in it. You know what I'm saying? So which made someone just recommended that I try Dukes. Yeah, I mean, Dukes gave me, it depends, right? One Shot Girl. If you, that's what's up, I will. That it depends on what you've been eating already. I think that I didn't like the Dukes mayonnaise so much because I had already been using, now I know you're not supposed to use mayonnaise anyway, but I had been using Miracle Whip all, for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Bonnie. That's what's up, Andrea. We all about being healthy in this live, you know what I'm saying? Not only physically healthy, but mentally and spiritually and financially. But yeah, I it's a different taste. Like it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Linda says, I love Himalayan pink salt. Haven't used table salt a long while, but I didn't know it cut your stomach. Yeah, because it has glass in it. I don't know if y'all knew that. Like regular salt has glass particles in it. And so this is why black people and most people who use salt have high blood pressure, is because the glass cuts the veins. It cuts it cuts it and puts these little holes, which makes your blood pressure go up. And that's why you have to avoid it. It has glass in it. I thought that was like, most people know it has glass in it, and that's why we run from it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think once you're accustomed to a certain taste, similar to the drink, right? Up here, you can use lime. You don't see, I don't put lime in the recipe, but you can use limes instead of lemons. And the difference is the taste. And that was kind of what was doing it for me, is like, I tried lime and I was like, ugh, and I tried lime for 1 week straight, and I never talked about it after the fact, but I didn't like limes in my drink. I think it was because I was accustomed to what I was accustomed to. And that's the thing, right? Sea salt is good for you. Yeah, you could do sea salt. And like you saw in the post, most people use the Himalayan sea salt. But that's kind of one of those things. Once you get used to something, right? You kind of just are predisposed to it. Like I was just on that for a while. I was just, I tried it though, at everybody. I will be and have been the guinea pig for you guys. When it comes to certain things, I will say, all right, let me give it a shot. But I will not compromise. I don't eat pork and I don't eat red meat. So those will not be compromises I make. What up, Rubio? Welcome to the live, man. Haven't seen you in a couple of days. Becca. So that happened 2 months ago, man. Make sure y'all are in a celebratory mood. Hit the share button, you guys. We only got like 4 shares. We should at least have 10. So share the room. What up, Teray? If y'all saw the title of the room, it is the 2-month anniversary. October 20th. It's 48 degrees, 60 with a high of 60 here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 11:20, 11:21. Man, let me just tell you. We've come a long way in 2 months. You guys are awesome. You guys have changed physically. You've changed dynamically in the way that you converse. I love the progress that you guys have shown over the last 2 months. I don't know if any other live can take any kind of responsibility in that, because you guys have participated in such a way that I love hearing the results. I love hearing the changes. I love hearing, hey, I'm able to fit into these jeans I wasn't able to fit into before. Hey, I look at myself and I can see the changes. Hey, I feel better. If you truly love anyone, then they have fear and anybody that wants slaughter unless sourcing from local farmers. That's what's up. I see you, vegan. That's that. Listen, that's that vegan talk from Be Present on my IG. It says, if you truly love animals, then you won't be able to eat them. They have fear and antibiotics in them when slaughtered unless sourcing from local farmers. There you go. True story. Why drink this in the AM, Bonnie? Man, it just does so much for the rest of the day. Listen, for anything that you want to do and any kind of adjustment that you want with your body, you want a longer time to do it. It absolutely helps with digestion, Ms. Williams. You want to have more time for your body to be active, right? When you sleep, your body is fasting. And in that fast, it is adjusting and fixing and using energy. Hey, Grinshell. Well, right now I'm answering a question about, what this particular drink does for your body. It has an enormous amount of benefits, which you see right there is in the green. There are a few of the benefits there, but most people in the live will tell you it does promote stored fat, getting rid of it. A lot of times we're carrying around stored fat. So y'all got those areas you could touch on your body that you've held for years. And the reason, if you work night shift, beautiful, you just adjust it. What up, Law? You just adjust the 8-hour period because you have to sleep. When you sleep, that's your fasting period. So if we took it from there, if we took it from your fasting period is 8 hours. It should be 6 to 8 hours a night. You want to give your body the maximum amount of time it can have to operate. Everybody, I don't know if you guys heard it said this way, but your body fixes itself when you sleep. And what up, Jalissa? You want to give your body enough time to fix itself from whatever you've done, from whatever you've eaten, for whatever digestive damage you may have done, and then other repairs around your body like muscle repair, things like that. You got to give your body some rest. So check this out. When you go into your sleep at night, you want to do it on an empty stomach. Why, you say? You want to be on an empty stomach so your body only uses its energy to get rid of stored fat. If not, it's going to use its energy digesting food that you may have eaten very late. Red Baby said, my skin is even better, and I love the energy it gives me. I know, right? Like it has, and that's why you do it during the day, because you're going to be up and moving around, and guess what? You just complement what this drink does for your body. That's all you want to do is keep it complementary. In every way, shape, and form, you want to, if I could use that as a word today, complement. Complement your drinking of this drink with some good exercise. I have been doing the AF24 for 5 weeks and lost 22 pounds. Is this form vegan focused? I won't say vegan focused per se. It's more health and wellness focused. So true. I read that blood cleans itself and only when you sleep, and something with oxygen. Yeah. You got to give your body time to work on itself. And the best time is when you sleep. That's why it's called fasting. And that's why when you wake up in the morning, it's called break fast. You're breaking your fast. And how better to break the fast than to put the first thing that it takes into his body, this cleanse. My stomach is too big. Girl, stop. River City, we can knock all that stuff down. All you got to do is give us some time and consistency. I fast from 8 p.m. to 1 p.m. every day. Will this break a fast? Only when you use the honey will it break the fast, but you cannot use the honey like I did when I was out in Vegas. Doesn't taste the same without the honey, but you can do it, or you could wait to drink it afterwards. Miss Williams, you have to refrigerate it in order for the longevity of it to, when you pre-make it, like when you pre-make it in advance, absolutely refrigerate it so that it can last. And then when you go to drink it, hopefully you have little containers that you got them all saved in, not in the big jug, because then you got to measure it out, and you don't want that kind of dilution on it anyway. But you want each one, shake it up, take it to the head. Like I'm gonna take mine to the head in 4 minutes. Remind me at 11:30 to drink this all the way down. So at 11:30, I'll drink it. And then from that point, for me, I can tell you within an hour to an hour and a half, I'll be in the bathroom. What up, DJ Dub? I see you. Exactly at night when you sleep, the organs get the rest. The digestive, listen, your digestive system never stops. It will budge. Stop it. It will budge. I'm telling you how it budge, River. But your digestive tract never stops. You know what I mean? Just so you understand, your digestive tract always is working. What it's working on is up to you. That's why I say after you drink this and then you have your BM, treat your body well. Drink, get a smoothie or get a yogurt or do something that's going to promote a healthy exchange. So for me, what I would do is whenever I drink it, I drink this, and then about an hour later, I'm on to some yogurt, and then that yogurt promotes even more of an active activity. So now I've already had 2 BMs in my morning, and with that, when that happens, I'm so cleaned out by the time I go to the gym that my body is burning at a higher level. My metabolism is up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Pink. Pink says, I work nights and sleep days. I feel like I've gained weight and now I have dull skin. Do you think my job plays a part in these changes? Absolutely. You know that. I know you just throwing that question out, Pink, but absolutely it plays a role in how you move forward. Yep, oatmeal and yogurt. Yep, those are awesome. What up, Denise? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. Look, did you change your name? You sure did, Denise. I know what that is. Letitia, what's up? So this is going to promote a change, but here's what has to happen. If you work nights, that means that's your active period. So find ways to be mobile, to move around, and to get your body and your metabolism up. When you sleep days, when you wake up, that's your breakfast. You know, you're on a different, what up, mommy? You're on a different cycle. And if you don't respect the cycle that you're in, yes, you're going to be fatigued. You're going to gain more weight. You're going to eat improperly, all those things. When you wake up from your sleep, or if you sleep during days, then when you wake up, you should be treating it. What up, Key? You should be treating that like it's your breakfast. And then accordingly, go from there. What up, LeMan? So your breakfast starts for you, maybe starts at 8 o'clock in the evening. You can't worry about what the rest of the world is doing because they're not on your schedule. So now you have an 8 o'clock breakfast period. And breakfast is when you do exactly what the word says, when you break your fast. And only you know when that is because of your schedule. What up, Cena? So you want to manage that. It's about to be 11:30. I'm going to drink my drink because I'm trying to be on my schedule too. We're celebrating my 2-month anniversary of being live on TikTok. If you guys want to join the celebration, you guys can hit the like button. You can share the live. You can gift. You can Cash App. You can share. Do all those things. What up, Nadine? It's been a minute. Nadine come in busting that live goal down. I see you. Well, that's not the live goal, but she come in gifting. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys are in a celebratory mood. I'm going to be jumping on all day. I just want to celebrate with y'all all day. So in my moments, I'm coming through. You know what I'm saying? I work nights. I was scared to eat so I wouldn't gain weight. So I would eat at 5 and that's it. No, that's not good for your body either. You have to continuously feed it so it can work. We are Electromagnetic, best to eat bio-foods foods, naturally grown fresh vegetables, sunripe. Yep. But yeah, don't starve your body because then you put your body in survival mode and that you're gonna find yourself gaining more weight. Let me take this off. You're gonna find yourself gaining more weight in that process. Anytime you put your body in survival mode, it stores. And you want to store that. And a lot of us have already done that, which is why we have the the handles and all that. That's because you're such a blessing. Oh, thanks, Nadine. Does it take a while for the bowels to regulate itself to the point of releasing within an hour? Yes, Lisa. It requires your consistency, but it also, so you lost, mommy? Then that's different because your metabolism must be pretty high, which is super dope, which is what most people need to or should be trying to achieve is a higher metabolism. Usually in that situation, though, most people gain weight. Oh, you were sick. Well, girl, if you don't just type all that at once, you keep throwing the curveball every time. It's like, I ate once. Whoosh, that's why you gain weight. But I lost weight. Whoosh, I was sick in the process. Whoosh. How do I fast when 3 days I work nights and the other I work days? Well, again, Queen, your schedule, and it's not a fast, this is a lifestyle change. Your schedule will dictate when your breakfast is. Your breakfast sounds like it changes different days. So if you start from recognizing when your breakfast is, then you can coordinate the rest of your day. If you, I have no idea, River. what I don't even know what that is. I'll type it in so I can see though. I love being educated on new things and how they could effectively help everybody on the line. File, new window. Diatomaceous earth. This will be interesting. Diatomace. Oh, I'm gonna have to really look at that. She said I would throw up. Yeah, that's not good, baby girl. If you have a good workout, 10 steps or more, the body stays burning fat for 48 hours. That's what's up. Yeah, I have not. I'm looking at what it says over there. Yeah, I'm not rolling the dice on too much crazy stuff. Mommy, we can't be throwing up now. Come on now, sweetness. We just got to figure out. So really, you again, it goes back to what I said about treating yourself well. You still have to play nice within the hours that you're given for your consumption and regurgitation period and energy using period and your fasting period. So we have these periods throughout the day. They only change depending on when your breakfast is, right? Depending on your schedule should be set from the times that you fast, you break your fast, and the energy and consumption period. The consumption, the usage of energy, and the expulsion period. Though you have those periods throughout the day. That's over. I don't do that job no more. But listen, it shouldn't be, the job should not dictate how well you treat yourself when it comes to your health. This goes for everybody. You are the conductor of your situation, physically and mentally, when you're at these jobs, right? When you're at a job, mentally, you have to maintain yourself so that you could be good, regardless of the job. I've heard too many cases of people working jobs where the job has gotten the best of them. I've heard where people would develop styes. I've heard where their nose would bleed randomly because of the stress of their job. What up, Sonny? I want you to understand that those are things that are controlled by you. The job does not dictate how you should feel, nor should it dictate how your health is. If it does, you're investing too much in the job. What you don't understand is that you'll be gone in a heartbeat and they'll keep it moving. You could be sick. Thank you, Zena. You could be sick and the job will continue. Understand that you have to know where your dedication lies, and it should be to you and your health first. I know you need the money. I know you need the health benefits and those things, but you're going to be using those health benefits more often than you need to or want to if you're not managing yourself properly. These people, you got to understand, you work for a corporation, and these corporations are willing to risk your life for their business. Did you hear what I said? They're willing to risk your life for their business. I spoke about the hours of the day. I spoke about how you guys, that whole 9 to 5s, how you are selling your hours. Every one of you who has a 9 to 5, you're selling your hours. Just that's funny. Zena on YouTube said, just drink this crack because when you miss a day, you be like, I need a fix. That's so true. Your body will tell you, look, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, let me do that. You're right. Thanks, Red Fox. Thank you, Red. Woo. Twyla said, that's why I stopped and started my own business. It's important you have, to take those measures sometimes. Yeah, Red kept me accountable right there. Fox kept me, I appreciate that. I'm trying to figure out how not to have to work 9 to 5, so I'm done with the schedule. And Pink says intermittent fasting is so hard. Some jobs don't even allow you to go to the bathroom when you need to go, and that's deadly. Nadine, I don't know a job like that, and they can't, I'm telling you, Nadine, I wish they would tell me I can't go when I need to go. That's a health risk. Let me go back up here. So Sunny says she's trying to figure out how to get a 9 to 5, So listen, working for yourself is easier than you think. You just got to, it's a mental, it starts mentally, right? Yes, you're going to be nervous. Yes, you're going to be scared. But entrepreneurship comes with its own rewards that are greater than any reward you get working for anybody else. And if you remember that, then what you'll do when you leave your 9 to 5 is you'll start working for yourself after that. You have the capacity to manage a flourishing entrepreneurial business, but you have to get your mindset straight first. Yep, people die because of improper elimination. You're absolutely right. Don't hold your pee and don't hold your poop, period. Excuse my language. Just go. What up, Cheryl? I'm going to tell y'all like I know. Entrepreneurship is difficult, but it's easy. When I say that, I mean this. The first thing you have to do is decide what you like to do, because most people are already doing what they don't like to do. You know what I'm saying? Most people are holding jobs and positions that they loathe. They do not like these jobs, but the pros outweigh the cons. And I like that, Pearl. My bladder overrides your request. I love that. Should you be in a job that you don't like, why would you pick an entrepreneurial job that you don't like? So know what you like is the first step of getting to it. I know, right, Everett? Learn yourself. Like, know what you truly like to do and find a way to monetize it. When I started in the music industry, I was doing music regardless. Yep, you'll mess up your kidney and bladder. Yep. And that stuff is challenging to overcome. I was writing and producing regardless. Like I was doing it on my own. I loved doing it. If you ask where I was at on a Friday night, I was in my room playing the keyboard. If you ask where I was at most days, I was in somebody's studio learning this craft that I love so much. Excuse me. So the story is, when I first started producing it and creating and then actually showing other people, which you're going to have to do as an entrepreneur, you're going to have to show other people that you're passionate about something. And when they see that you're passionate about something, more so than they are, they will say to you, hey, can you do one of those for me? And that's where your hours and the time spent and the creativity comes into knowing your price. In the beginning, I didn't know my price, and I let the community help me learn it. So when I started, I was producing for people or whatnot, and my homeboy is a rapper named Spade, Lil Spade. I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember standing out front of my house, and he was like, yo, how much you gonna charge me for this beat you made for me? And I was like, what? He was like, how much you gonna charge me? And I was like, what? He was going to pay me for something I was already doing for free. So I said, hey man, I don't know, man, just give me whatever, give me whatever you want to give me, man. It's cool. And he gave me he was like, he felt bad not giving me something, so he gave me $25. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Hollywood? I see Hollywood on my IG. He's one of the dopest trainers you're ever gonna meet. I call him a sculptor though. Like, he'll look at your body, and then he's got a workout routine and a diet and a nutrition setup. And next thing you know, you're seeing results. So if you're in the Atlanta area, I know he travels as well. Look up Sergeant SGT _ Hollywood on my IG. He's incredible. Okay, yeah, definitely, love. Go ahead. We'll be here. I'm going to be popping in and out all day, so make sure you catch me. Turn on notifications to always. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me now. Turn on notifications to always. That way you can stick and move like I stick and move. Yeah, man. So he was like, yo, I'm gonna give you $25. And I was like, cool. And then I had the foresight to say, and I knew he was gonna play it for other people. So I was like, yo, if anybody else, ask you about this track, don't tell them what don't tell them how much I charge you. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot. So he didn't. Next thing you know, I got a phone call from somebody else like, yo, man, I heard the beat you did for Lil Spade. How much you charging? I was like, $125. And they was like, all right, cool, let me get 2. I was like, dang, okay. So I was like, yo, I got you. Absolutely, Sergeant. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, anytime. I said, if anybody hears these beats and they like them, man, and they want me to do them for them, don't tell them I gave you a discount, all right? Just don't even tell them how much you paid, all right? And I'll go from there. And so the same thing happened again. Somebody else came and was like, yo, Scrap, yo, I heard such and such a beat, man, how much? And when they said that, I was like, $250. And I kept doing it. I kept raising the price so I could learn what the community was. Now, mind you, it didn't take me any less time or any more time to do what these people were asking me. But as they kept doing it, I kept raising the price, and that's how I learned my ceiling. At the point in the community that I was in, the most that I could get out of somebody for what I was doing was $1,500. Can you imagine that? Like, y'all don't understand how excited I was. I'm like, $1,500? You willing to pay me $1,500 for the same 30-minute beat that I did back there for $25? You know what I'm saying? That's when I started taking it very, very serious. I was like, this is a real thing. So after that, I started refining it, and I became, even though the ego in me wants to say I was the dopest cat that was doing it in my area, I will say I was in the top 3. I'll humble that and say I was at least in the top 3 creators in my area. So that means that when people came in town and they asked who's the dope producers, that conversation got extended and my name was in it, which was always cool. So that was the other key for me was I saturated the market with key people that I know were going to talk about it. And they did. And in doing that, it made me synonymous with the culture in my area. So when people came around, it was like, yo, Scrap got the hottest beats right now, and I was a person to contest, to compete with. So moving to, at that point, I started really feeling like, yo, I really got this figured out. I know I'm dope. My confidence was up. People were actually releasing my songs, and then I started getting some national attention with it. And then from there, I actually moved to Atlanta. It can, DLT, because once you train your body to do the right things, I don't want to say it's withdrawal like a crack withdrawal, but yeah, you're gonna feel a difference. Anything that you're consistently doing, it's either a lifestyle change or it's a high for a while, and then it brings you back down. You know what I'm saying? Then your body naturally wants to revert to what is known longer than whatever we're introducing it to. That's why I implore you to make it a lifestyle change, DLT, so that your body at some point is regulated that way. You know what I'm saying? You want to get it to a point where your body is on autopilot with your digestive health, where it's already trying to repair, almost immediately. No, you're good. You want it to be where your body is moving in a way where, yes, like now, when most people are on it and, and they drink this consistently, you will feel the difference in how your body reacts and responds when you don't use it. But after you've done it for so long, that time period is extended, so to speak. You know how, like, if you take any kind of vitamins, the day you stop taking the vitamins, the vitamin don't just go out of your body. It takes time for you know what I'm saying? It takes the body time for it to push it all the way out. Yeah, because it's that thing, right? DLT said he felt sluggish after stopping. As you should, because you've introduced your body to a new, yep. It becomes addictive. Even my days off, I get up at the same time and drink it. It's just one of those things now. It's a lifestyle change. It's something you do similar to what people do who drink, excuse me, for those people who drink coffee. Definitely have to slow in the very beginning till your body catches on. Right. And the reason that is, Red, is because we're retraining our system. We don't treat our digestive health properly, and it's not your fault. It's just the way things are in America. In America, all the plates are huge. All the foods have steroids. You know what I mean? You're battling a lot. So on those days off, what up, Alexis? So when you were charging $1,500 for beats, were the other people still getting the cheap price? No. Once I started moving up, you know what I'm saying, I had to adjust them. I didn't charge them $1,500, but I did tell them, look, my rates are higher now, you know what I'm saying? And you have to understand that they took advantage of those moments as well, Alexis. At the time of me charging the super low price, they knew that they were winning, you know what I'm saying? And at some point I would grow out of that. And that's a great conversation to have too, is knowing when your circumstances require you to make an adjustment that everyone may not feel great about or be able to keep up with. Today, y'all, we are celebrating the 2-month anniversary of going live on TikTok. I appreciate everybody tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from. Make sure you are liking wherever you are. Make sure you are sharing wherever you are. Make sure if you have the opportunity to live gift, or if you want a Cash App, you can Cash App. If you want to buy badges, buy super chats, all that, that's super dope. We're celebrating. At the beginning, it was a give and take situation. That's right. Oh, Mom is Sweetness said, "You're the best thing that's happened to me this morning." Oh, I'm so, oh, oh, yeah. So yeah, as Zena said exactly, you have to know the worth of your passion. And immediately, sometimes we don't know this immediately. I can tell you I had no idea. You know what I mean? But you have to put yourself out there. A lot of you are so gifted in so many other areas that you're using. Some of you know how to edit. Some of you guys know how to dictate. Some of you guys know how to sew. Some of you guys know how to cook. Some of you, all these different things are entrepreneurial opportunities should you decide to be consistent enough with it that people will say you're synonymous with it. So that's what happened with me with production. I became synonymous with making beats and being great at it. But I took it a step further and I learned how to engineer. I took it a step further and picked up different instruments along the way. That's always been my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? My first time on your live, I called you little brother. You said, little brother, can you remember that? Yeah, I remember. I feel like I'm a jack of many trades but a master of none, which is great, Red. Do you know what the full saying is for that? The full saying is, a jack of all trades, a master of none is still better than a master of one. I don't know if you knew that. What it's saying is your gifts will prepare a way for you. You know what I'm saying? Your ability to be multi-talented is only challenged by your ability to be consistent. That's it. You can have all these gifts, you just have to know how to be consistent. And that was the full saying. People like to short it to kind of undermine your creativity. It's a tool to discourage you from exploring your passions. I never listened to that. I had a buddy of mine say that to me once. He's like, "Man, you be having your hands in everything." I'd be like, "Sure do, because God gave me the talent to do all these things. What am I supposed to do? Sit on?" I mean, a lot of you don't. So let me just say this. I've been successful at comedy. I think y'all can kind of feel some of that in my conversation. I've been a fool all my life when it comes to my perspective. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fool all my life when it comes to how I look at things and how I see things. So the minute I open my mouth, they all have this comedic twist to them. I just think that way. I promise you, I just think about funny stuff all the time because it makes me feel great. So, and when I was doing comedy, sometimes it came at other people's expense. Man, listen, I'm going to try everything. All it can do is not work. That is the attitude that you have to have, Tashi. You want to try enough of it that you can fail fast so you can succeed quick too, right? Failing gets you to your succession. If you're not failing out here in this world, especially as an entrepreneur, that's that. Yeah, I've been like that all my life though, Key. Like I've been entertaining all my life, but I've always seen things in a lighthearted way. I don't like feeling bad. If you ever see me feel bad, y'all know things are horrible. You know what I mean? Y'all have to understand that things are horrible. For me to be off or feel some kind of messed up way, things are really, really jacked up. And the challenge with that is not many people know how to pull me out of a funk, and that's why I don't like to get in them. When you're the provider, it's hard for people to regurgitate or to reinvest into you what you've given out. So I get delighted when I'm looking at the lives and people are sharing things and bringing new ideas to the table because you're igniting me. I had a friend of mine once, and I know y'all might think this is kind of cruel, but he had been around me for years. Like, this is a person who, who's been around me for at least 4 to 5 years at the point of the time I'm having the conversation with him. And I introduced him to, of course, my career was doing this thing, and I'm like showing him like, yo, this is what you do. If you're going to be around me, bro, I want you to learn this. I want you to learn that, and give him a different perspective on things. But he would not consume it. And this is where you guys got to be very conscious of the company that you keep. Everybody doesn't see what you see. God does not give everybody the vision that he gives you. You must recognize that as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and remove them from the conversation of what your future situation is going to look like. Now, when I say remove, all I mean is I don't talk to him about music anymore. I told him, I can't talk to you about music, bro. You make me dumber. That's exactly what I said. And what I meant by that was this. If I'm constantly teaching you and you're not adding to me, how am I learning? How am I gaining? Your friendships should be a two-way street of investment. If you're the bright light in other people's lives, they should at least learn how to be the bright light to yours as well. They should at least know how to start the flame that's going to light you up. And that's the part that challenges most friendships. Most of us are givers, and we are, and as givers, we identify with takers. But even with taking, your hands should be so full that you have to say, I got to give some of this back. As a taker, you're supposed to be like, I got to give some of this back. And that's not reciprocal. That's the part that challenged that friendship, is he wasn't reciprocating. Meaning I was putting him up on game. I was taking him into meetings so he could see what's going on behind the curtain, and to see how things were going and progressing, so that he can make better decisions in the future for the crew. If you're gonna rock with me, man, you got to pull your weight. I'm sorry. If I'm not gonna be taken advantage of. That's right. If you're not adding, you're subtracting. That's it. And if you're not adding, but you're gaining, then there's going to be a division that somebody else is like, you know, I had to have that conversation, because I don't like being, I like being forthright and understanding so people understand what I'm doing. That's what I've been dealing with, giving but not receiving. Surya Poem said that, yeah, some roads you have to travel alone. You absolutely do. Good morning, Trini. For those of us that are givers, you have to pump the brakes. I know it's painful because it's in our nature, and you can feel that when you have to retreat. You can feel it. It doesn't feel great. Yeah, I had him shadowing me, Sweetness. I was like, yo, rock with me, bro, and I got you. Zena said, it has taken the last 20 years of pushing other people for me to just finally be committed to the talents God gave me. Don't play down the inside. Listen, that is I hear that story so much, Zena, that, you know, from the givers, we're always playing the back seat to other people. We're always dimming our lights to elevate others. And I can't tell you where that comes from, man, but man, once you decide to be, and I know y'all gonna hate to hear this, but especially in the business that I'm in, which is the entertainment business, it requires you to be selfish. Whomever you have in your life, you have to say that right in the beginning. Hey, I want you to know something. You're gonna love me, but I'm selfish. There are going to be times where I have to take what I need versus asking for what I need. Why? Because some things you just won't comprehend at this next level, and that's okay. I'm not even asking you to. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from when I take these moments that I need. Now, if you can support that, I'm going to make you one of the happiest people ever, but you have to be able to support this aspect of my life. Every artist I've ever met is selfish as I don't know what. Why? Because they understand that they're going to be the ones providing for everybody else, and they have to do what's necessary in order to do that. Anyone in a leadership position understands there's a level of selfishness that has to happen in order for them to lead correctly. You can't lead and not take the moments you need to be who you need to be outside of that community, so that when you enter the community, that you can be that. There are things that I do when I get off this live that sew back into me so I can come back out here. Like when so for instance, I will go back and research things that we talk about in here. I will watch videos and things that, yeah, you got to fill your own cup. And it's not so much giving the overflow, Saraya. So you have to give me a phonetic spelling so I know how to say that. It's not so much filling your cup and then giving from the overflow. It's your cup will overflow because of your giving. So it's really mainly just having what you need to keep the strength to do it. You need the strength to continue. And a lot of times it's not going to come from those people that are personally close to you, unfortunately. So yeah, okay, there, got it. Your community, you guys understand, like, the people closest to you are the only ones who should and usually do harm you. If you guys are letting strangers harm you, we got to reevaluate, you know, what means the most to you. I'm a big giver and I'm selfish. I have to take care of self first in order to take care of others. True story. Absolutely. So in the spirit of giving, if y'all can give me some likes, if y'all can give me some shares right now, if y'all can share the room, if you want to go above and beyond that, super cool. But at a minimum, the social digital currency you guys can spend is liking and sharing this live. This costs you nothing on any of these platforms. It costs y'all nothing to share and do those different things. Should you want to go above that and convert your social digital currency into actual currency, each of these platforms have unique ways for you to do it. I think everybody's familiar with it. I don't want to have to mention it again. And then if you want to go above and beyond that, some of us as creators of these rooms and hosts of these rooms have added our cash apps to them so that you may be a bigger blessing that way. But any way that you do it, anything that you do is appreciated, especially on this celebratory 2-month anniversary of me being able to go live and communicate with y'all and kick it with y'all on these different platforms. But yeah, we got to manage. Self-preservation has to be at the forefront of everything that y'all do. Self-preservation. If you're not good, everybody else can't be good. And that's just how it works. When you work in these 9-to-5s, and if you're not good at the 9-to-5, if you're not good, and what they're going to do? They're going to be like, yo, you got to step. Thank you, Everett. They're going to make you go. Thanks, Trini. And they're going to replace you with somebody else. If that doesn't settle inside your mind as, let me take a new perspective on how much I'm sowing into this company, even those of you who have dreams and aspirations of elevating, it requires management. It requires you to be savvy. Exactly. So right. So yeah, when you're on a plane, it tells you put your mask on first and then, help others. I'm just learning to be a little selfish. Took a long time. It's not easy. I know, Red, but it's necessary. Why do so many people think that is selfish to preserve yourself? Because they teach you to look out for others more so than yourself. We went through that whole thing, man, during 2020 with the pandemic. What was one of the slogans? Don't wear it for yourself, wear it for everybody else. Even though it could be affecting you negatively. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the part that we got to get past is being selfish is not a bad thing. It is definitely you. Yep, it is brain conditioning. They've definitely got people zoned out and not thinking that way. But all those people at the top, oh, they're being selfish. Michael Jordan to tell you, I don't care what the rest of the team was making. Do you know Michael Jordan was making 3 times as much as the players on the team he played with? Meaning, Michael Jordan was getting, his salary was 3 times the rest of the team's salary. Now, when I say the rest of the team, I mean Rodman, Pippen, Kerr, all of them didn't make anything close to his yearly salary. Do y'all understand that at the top of the food chain, they care about them more than they care about everything else? And because we're not at the top of the food chain, we always look like we got to help, And you do, but you got to take care of you first. Every artist out there said, let me do me. And then they align themselves with somebody else who's like, yeah, I'm going to help you do you. I know, Sweetness, but that is not how it's advertised in the world. You know what I'm saying? Sweet, I don't know. I think that your selfishness, which is really like self-preservation and really caring about the quality of life that you have, will shed itself on other people in every way if you do it right. Like if you really take care of your mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health, that when you're around all these other people, guess what? They benefit from that. The only ones who don't benefit from you being whole in all those areas are those people who envy you, who will not look at what you're doing and saying and understand that what you're doing for them. That's it. You have to, each one of us has to be trying to do more than, it's not a competition, but you should always be trying to elevate. Well, most of us as kids, you're taught as a kid, Red Fox, to, look out for your fellow man and be da-da-da. They never say to you, Red Baby, you got to type that again because I forgot what I said. But you gotta, they don't teach you as kids to just worry about you first and then worry about the others. They tell you, worry about Timmy and then take care of yourself. They give it to you backwards. You know what I mean? most kids are unselfish by nature because they just feel great doing good things for other people, and most kids are reciprocal. Most kids receive it the right way. It's when you become adult that you get taken advantage of. Did y'all know that growing older, you put yourself in more positions to be taken advantage of? We grow up and then we really see we grow up, and then some people grow into givers still, and then some people grow up into takers. And some people grow up to be scammers. You know what I mean? Some people wear the sheep's skin, but they are wolves. And we learn that as we grow older. But kids just are blessings in the way that they communicate and they act with their fellow friends until they identify with somebody not doing to them or doing for them as they would do for themselves. So as we recognize that, we do have to wipe some of that away. We do still need to keep the naivety of some of our childhood lessons or whatnot, because they help us be fruitful in the future. They help us live with and make great decisions and whatnot. What up, Cookie? So if you can manage that, if you can keep that balance, like, you know how they say you should never grow old because you're always a kid inside? That's the truth. You guys, I want to know that I'm around people who think, feel, and act youthful, because there's no age for you not to. There's no age, no matter the responsibilities you have. Man, the minute you start forgetting your childhood, the minute you start forgetting the things that help cultivate you into the person that you are today, is when you stop living. I'm sorry. Some things your body may not be able to do like it used to do before. There's a video of me getting on a skateboard and almost busting my butt, but that's only because I hadn't skated in a while. Now, if I practice every day, if I get back on it, I'll relive that feeling I had when I used to ride skateboards all the time, or riding a bike for that matter, or any of those things. If you guys don't be so sophisticated that you can't be the kid that you always loved to be. Y'all got to make sure that that's a part of health. That's your mental health. That's your physical health. Y'all got to keep doing. Yeah, don't be a kid at heart, key to, until the wheels fall off. Like, be a kid at heart until, there are going to be things that compromise how actively you are as with your kid and, being a kid from the inside. Yeah, there are books with that message. I'm sure Red Fox, because if you want to know what the key to life is, if you want to know what the fountain of youth is, it's inside of you. It's inside of you. The fountain of youth, it lies inside of you, and it starts and it is dripping down from your brain. That's the fountain of youth. So a man thinketh, so you are. So whatever you think, and if you keep telling yourself like, I'm grown, I ain't never understood that. Do y'all know each one of y'all got a friend that looks 20 years older than they actually are? Y'all the same age, but they look so grown. That's another reason why I started shaving. When I shave, I'm like, yo, I'm tripping, man. Why am I wearing this beard like that? Like, why am I trying to look so sophisticated and all this other kind of stuff? That ain't even how I rock. My skin too smooth for all that. I need to, you know what I'm saying? And I used to wear, I'll be honest with y'all, the reason why I like, and I think most men like wearing their hair, the beard or whatever, is it helps shape the face. Like, men, we don't wear makeup. We don't get any, we don't get no contouring. We don't get to contour our face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get to contour y'all face. Y'all got all the tools, women, to maintain the visibility of youth. Men don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why though. Red said on TikTok. Red said exactly. My auntie is 82. Acts 50 and still driving and active, and that's what's going to help her live way beyond her years, is because she is not that here. She is not 82 here, even though the numbers, and that's why, man, like, the numbers is a big fix when it comes to age and weight and things like that. The things that should just be metrics that are built off of activity, built off of you know what I'm saying, how you feel and how you look. None of you should be acting your age. That's one of the biggest. Don't tell your kids that ever. Don't ever tell your kids to act their age. Man, like I told y'all, there are things that need to be removed from the conversation to, that people who want to control you or control how you grow, that's what those. She not thinking of the sound like she moving, how she feel. Yep, that's right. But don't ever tell somebody at your age. Man, I've seen people, and you know, you got to remind people, listen, you don't have to, your age is going to be what it is, but how you feel and how you move is completely up on you. All right, Zena, always a pleasure having you on. Enjoy your lunch. If that's what you finna go do, enjoy your lunch. Yeah, say that. I got told off by my 93 granny today. She told me, I don't need you to drive me. That's right. And you don't want to drive her. Don't take away from her the things that make her feel young and feel youthful until it becomes a hazard. Other than that, let her rock. Let her rock. You should have seen me and my friends on the golf cart in Belize, had a ball. There should be pictures of that on your TikTok, Sonny. Don't be talking about I should have seen. We can see. Put it on your TikTok. Don't play no games. But that's the realest thing I can tell you all about how you move forward. What up, Amelia? Is that don't let the number of your age dictate how you move. Come on, man. That's why I don't have discussions about that. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all something, ladies. It's already written that ladies don't talk about age, meaning you don't ask a woman what her age is, and it shouldn't matter. The real thing is, how do you feel? You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a question I would ask. Like, if you fellas, if you're in this live, if you trying to holler at a woman, don't ask her what her age is. You have to say, how do you feel? You know what I mean? How young do you feel? That would be a cool question to ask, I think. Happy Thursday to you too, Amelia. We're celebrating my 2-month live anniversary, meaning my 2 months ability to go live on TikTok. People who at a certain age love to keep their independence. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said. There are questions that used to get asked, right? Yep. But Sparkle, you should never have to discuss your age, because what you do is, especially when meeting new people and especially when people are considering dating you or considering taking you out, that's a metric that should never, ever be discussed because it doesn't matter. What up, Sam? That the metric of a number of age doesn't matter. Experience matters. Maturity matters in some situations. You know what I'm saying? It should be the conversation about, how do you feel and how do you make me feel when I'm with you? Now, there's only certain parts of that conversation that make a difference. Is if you are now discussing building a family and those kind of things, then you can, and then it's a capability thing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to ask a person's age. You can say, hey, listen, how comfortable are you, with having a kid? You know what I'm saying? How, because that's the other thing. Some women are uncomfortable at a certain age of attempting to have a child or whatnot. And so those are the things. But numbers, metrics, I can't tell you the last time I told somebody, you know what I'm saying, had that discussion. Somebody's probably asked, you know what? The dude at the gym asked me, right? Because of how hard I work out at the gym and whatnot, he's like, yo, how old are you, bro? I was like, I'm legal. I'm legal. That's your new conversation for anyone over 21. Your conversation when people ask you how old you are, you don't have to say women don't talk about that. You gotta say, I'm legal. I don't avoid it. I answered it, Sonny. I'm legal. What else does it matter after that? After I tell you I'm legal, what benefit is it for me to tell you what my age is? I'm legal. From there, you have to judge my education, you have to judge my experience and my conversation moving forward. Those are the metrics that matter. Why? Because the number is never going to make a difference. It's going to be the ability to communicate. It's going to be the way that my maturity. It's going to be the experiences that I had. I could tell you at 17, I had more experience than 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds based off of where I had been and what I had done. At 17, I was touring the world. I was seeing things from a whole nother perspective, so my learning curve was quicker than most. So, and as you guys can hear by the way I communicate, I consumed, analyzed, and am able to regurgitate those experiences in a way that you would have no idea. You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so even at 17, I was getting, man, you got an old soul. You get those kind of conversations. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, Red. Age is truly nothing but a number, especially if you have told yourself that you are a younger age and you act accordingly, your body will respond. Remember, this is a conversation between you and yourselves. This is a conversation between you and your system. What you tell your system, it believes. I go back to this thing, man. I remember watching this. I've never forgot this. I remember watching this TV show. It was a talk show. And they talked about how there was a young lady who had told herself and believed that she was pregnant when she wasn't pregnant. But her body had transformed itself as if she was. Like, if y'all don't understand the power of that, if you don't understand that you are in control of your cells, like literally you're in control. Now, do you have to do other things to help it? Yeah. But she said that, like, it blew me away that it was a testament to the power of her mind. And we don't talk about that enough. We don't listen. Yep, she had the belly and everything, yo. But we don't talk about the power of our minds enough. And we really need to dive into our capabilities. I can be honest with y'all and tell y'all, there have been times where I said exactly what I wanted, and exactly what I wanted is what I got. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, the devil's in the details. The devil's in the details. That's what's up, Claudia. Down 250. Woo! 4 weeks. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yep. They did the ultrasound and there was nothing there. So you gotta listen. In the future, as we continue, man, I really want to promote the power of your mind. I really want to promote you guys really diving in and allowing the power of your mind to start making things happen. Part of your weight loss, part of your transition, part of the things that you're doing and going through is because you're telling yourself it's possible, and you're doing the other part, which is the actionable processes that are going to help complement what you're thinking. How many of us are actively doing complementary things to what we're thinking? Not enough. And when I tell you the devil's in the details, listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. As you think about what you want, as you deal with what you want, you have to be knowledgeable. I'm gonna just say this. I know y'all gonna take it how y'all want. So, as a young player, you know what I'm saying. I used to ask for things, and you know, when I was single, I'd be like, God, I want a girl with a fat booty, and you know what I'm saying, a bad body, and blah 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 blah, and God would give me that. God would give me the girl with the fat booty and the bad body, but man, she'd be brainless. Like she'd be lost, right? So then I go back after that. I'd be like, God, you gave me the girl with the big booty and the bad body, but she was stupid. Lord, can you give me one that's that's smart? And sure enough, I got the big booty girl. Yeah, I got the big booty girl with the bad body, and she was smart. Who was book smart, but Lord, can you give me one, the big booty girl with the bad body, who's book smart but a little hood too? And then, and so, yes, the devil is in the details. God will give you what you want. If you are not smart enough to leave off the table the things that shouldn't be there, you will get them. All of us have done that. Lord, give me this new job. You got the job, but you didn't ask what the design of the job should be like. So you got the job. You got the job that you wanted. You got the job that you wanted, but it came with all this other BS, and you was like, ah. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, that's why it's best to know your strength. It's best to know what you love. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to design your conversation about, I'm not saying that enough. You so funny. She said looks isn't everything. You have to have common sense. You're absolutely right. You absolutely have to understand. What up, super producer? You have to understand that you will be versed in what you want and what you don't want. Some of us want the short, quick prayer. Some of us want the short, quick ask without reading the details. I'm going to tell y'all, every contract that I ever have gotten has been thoroughly looked at by somebody who is professional at paying attention to the details. When you're asking God for certain things, it's a contract. It's a verbal contract. You're asking God to go into business with you for this particular situation. If you have not designed the fine print correctly, God will show you he has an amazing sense of humor. You got to know that much. If you don't know nothing else, you know that. And it shows up at times, you know, where we haven't done all the research that we should be doing. Some of y'all just pray for a man. Lord, just give me a man. And God gives you a man. Any kind you want. He's got many. And you'll get them. And you'll realize like your dating life is crazy. Listen, enough. Enough says having realistic requirements and expectations. I subscribe to that enough, but I also subscribe to having unrealistic requirements and unrealistic expectations. I usually kid with my friends who have 9-to-5s. I'd be like, man, if you're going to leave the job, let me know. I got some advice for you. Here's what I want you to do. If you know you're going to leave the job, ask for everything they never gave you. If you know you're going to leave the job, ask for everything they never gave you. Like when they go to negotiating you for you to stay, be like, yeah, I'll stay, but I need a private car budget. I'd like a per diem every day on top of my salary. I'd like paid vacations, and I'd like unlimited time off. I'd ask for I know it sounds crazy, but you leaving. You leaving anyway. I'm not saying praying for the wrong things. I'm saying you pray. What may be deemed as unrealistic is asking for the ultimate of what you want. Some people compromise with their ask. Yeah, unlimited time off, Key. I mean, listen, I'm sorry. If you're going to quit, enjoy it. I'm just saying. I am going to enjoy it. You absolutely do have to be careful what you pray for. Yep, you're absolutely right, enough. Do be tempered. Don't be crazy. Be tempered in how you move around. But if I'm quitting a job, I'm asking for everything they never gave me. I'm sorry. Can I have an office with a window view? You know, I even go to, what up, hairstylist? There have been times, like before I started doing anything, you have to understand that, what up, Jira? That you're going to have supportive people in your life and you're going to have unsupportive people in your life. And usually the unsupportive people start off as your family. Usually your family are going to be the ones who, especially when you're out doing something that none of them have done, especially when you're entering into an area that none of them have fully committed to, they're going to be the ones who are going to be the naysayers. They're going to be the ones who challenges you the most. You know what I'm saying? So when I would go to when there'll be ebbs and flows in my music career, like they don't know that I get paid 4 times a year from my writing society, and I get paid 3 times a year from my publisher, right? They don't understand how that works. And then you have to make that money stretch. You know what I'm saying? You have to make from January to April, April to June, June to October. You have to make those money stretch out to take care of yourself. So in the interim of that, most musicians or producers, you'll see they'll get a job, which I advise all of them get a job until your publishing can take care of you till you don't need a job. And so I would go out for job interviews, and I'm stupid. Y'all hear me already. Y'all already know I'm stupid funny about everything. So I would show up at these jobs and I would ask for stuff that VPs would have. I'd be in the interview, be like, cause you want to hire me, make it attractive to me. You know what I'm saying? I flip the tables. They say, you know how they ask you, why would you want to work here? I say, hey man, can you tell me why I would want to work here? Like, why should what outside of the money, what are the other benefits? And what else would I like about this job? Like, you have to ask those questions, and they shouldn't look at you like you're crazy. Actually, those are going to be the reasons why they hire you, because they'll be like, yo, I've never been in an interview where the person we were trying to hire started interviewing us back. You know, how are the employees here? Are they friendly? And do you look for a friendly atmosphere? Like, are people, you know, and do you guys hire and fire based off gossip? Like, if someone was to start a rumor about me, would that be, you know what I'm saying? And how often do you guys check social media? Is that a requirement? If I'm a different person on my social media than I am here, because here I'm only social with the people that I work with. But once I leave here, I'm social with the world. How does that work? Yeah, you got to ask that. Sweetness said, I asked once, what kind of boss you are, and do you deserve me? Sparkle said, I asked them, why would you want me as the lead correction officer? Yeah, like, those are the questions. They don't expect you to ask them anything. First and foremost, you know, they offer it. Do you have any questions? Yeah, I got some questions. Hey, what was the revenue share last year? Like what, I know, was the company profitable last year? And if so, how did that reflect toward the employees? Did they get bonuses? Were there higher incentive? You know what I'm saying? Like they're not expecting you to ask those questions. But you got to ask those questions. They're fun and they give you some insight. You know what I'm saying? What is the growth program here, and how do you guys, manage really excellent talent? What rewards are there for people who go above and beyond? And how does me staying longer after work or working on projects after hours reflect my pay or my position here at the company? Because if you guys tell me it doesn't reflect anything, I don't think I'm going to stay here past the salary time. I'm not going to do any extra work if there's no extra benefit. I hope you guys can appreciate that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's funny. What up, Shannon? Yeah, that's funny. I mean, y'all got to have fun with life every way you can. I do it in everything I do. I got pulled over once at Michigan State. I was following one of my homeboys. I ran the red light right in front of the cop. Most of you would just try to explain your way out of it or just accept the ticket. Not me. I changed my accent. I act like a foreign exchange student. He came up to the window and I had my homeboys in the car. I was like, yo, y'all gotta be quiet. Don't laugh. Whatever y'all do, don't laugh. So he came up. Keep that after hour benefit. That's right. I was like, listen to me. I said, what is it, officer? How can I help you today? He's like, you just ran a red light. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was trying to keep up with my friends. I don't know where I am. I am following him for directions, and if I lose him, I'm going to be lost. I would end up at your police station asking for directions, but I don't know to where. So this is why I followed him. It's his fault. If you want to do something, arrest him first, and then if you have to, arrest me. Like, and he asked for my ID. I gave him my ID, and it said my city on it, right? And he was like, why does it say this? It said, I am here. I have been here for a minute, but I am not from here. I am from Jordan. I am from Africa. I want you to know this. And he was like, yo, he act like he got a fake call. And he was like, this is your lucky day, man. He's like, this is your lucky day. I got another call that's way more important. Just drive safe. Don't run any red lights. Tell your friend to drive safer. And that was that. And he let me go. I try it all. I'm sorry. Because it either makes for a great story, and the worst that can happen is that they give me a ticket, So I try to have fun with everything I do. I advise y'all to do the same thing. The minute that this stops being fun to me, I'll probably have an announcement say, listen, I no longer enjoy, like Clubhouse. I no longer enjoy going on Clubhouse. And I let everybody know. I say, hey, the culture in the community has changed. This is not a neighborhood I'm used to. This is not why I enjoy social media. You all, listen, there's a platform out here for everybody. There's a social media platform that's designed perfectly for you, for each one of you. For some of those that kick it with me on TikTok, I get it. TikTok is lit for all of us over here. On Instagram, I see my regulars over there. Instagram is lit for everybody there. YouTube, I see my YouTube people showing up. YouTube is lit for those people. Once you find your area, I love you back, Sonny. Once you find your area, Cookie, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's what it is. The part of the job is giving, you know what I'm saying? And whatever I receive is based off of what y'all, how y'all feel or whatever. And that's cool too. I understand that when I signed up to do the job, that it would be, at times it would be a thankless job, and at other times it would be a highly supported job, you know what I'm saying? A highly supported gig. I accept the ebbs and flows. There have been days where the likes have been ridiculous, the shares have been ridiculous, the gifting has been ridiculous, the cash apps have been ridiculous, and those help subsidize those days where the numbers are low, where the numbers don't match up, and I'm cool with that. You guys, I don't know if it shows when it may show it. I got to go back and look when I repost these lives from when I first started. Like I said, the first month was all super duper crazy. Like the rooms were ridiculous and and amazing. We got to throw a party the day that Stephanie subscribes. Listen, also, yeah, if you want to subscribe, you guys, look up by my name. There should be a subscribe button. You can hit right there and subscribe to the live. I show up every day between, I guess now I have to say between 8 and 11. It just depends. I was off schedule because I traveled. So Harlem, New York in the house. I love your show. Thank you, Zaza. Listen, I'm off schedule only because I traveled to Vegas and I got me 3 hours behind. And it's hard to recuperate. Like the minute you get used to the jet lag, then you travel back to where you're from, and then you got to get yourself back together again. So that's what this week has been. I got back on Sunday night, and then Monday was kind of straight because I was still off the adrenaline of returning. I know, no excuse. I always show up, Sonny. I'm like the mailman of TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and all those other ones. But I showed up, you know what I'm saying? I show up regardless, man. Y'all don't understand how tired I be sometime. I know y'all can't see it because I get excited when I'm able to get on live and kick it and talk and converse, and y'all see my energy pick up, and then especially after I have my drink, y'all see me just go, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Y'all see me go crazy with it. So we all kind of, if y'all get excited and y'all get lit, so do I. You know what I'm saying? And it could be 3 people in here, or it could be 1,000 people. Don't matter to me. This is kind of like my beginning in producing. I'm going to show up anyway because I enjoy doing it. Yeah, I know, loving. I'm going to show up anyway, y'all. And I'm going to talk. It could be 0 people in here right now. As I've done it on YouTube. I've started the live on YouTube and I just started talking. So will you be doing a talk show better than Oprah or Montel back in the days? It's different because they have a whole production sweetness. It takes a team to do those things on the level that they did them. But I'm sure this is the new way of starting to cultivate that team. This is the new way of cultivating a community. That's what's up, Steph. She said, I'll buy tickets. That's what's up. Yeah, for me, it's I feel like I am Oprah right now. I am Montel right now. I am speaking to the audience that I have. And you do what you can with what you have until you can do what you want with what you get. I just made it up, but it kind of goes with a whole nother way. It's supposed to be the Arthur Ashe conversation where he says you have all you need. And I feel like that. I have everything I need, you know what I'm saying? And then that'll grow. And as you guys share me with other people, as you guys take this conversation past these lives, yeah, that's what it is, Tashi. This is the new age TV show. Many not watch regular TV. I can't stand TV. I never have though. I'm a person who says, why do I want to watch them do something that I could be doing? You know what I'm saying? Why not do that? I wrote one book already, Sweetness. To write a biography would be really, really crazy. Nadine, oh, I see Nadine subscribe. Hey. Nadine subscribe, y'all. Go ahead, Nadine. With your bad self. Say it loud, let them know. Yeah, I'm sorry. To my Instagram family, I am so sorry that y'all can't hear all these effects and all this party that's going on the other side. I have yet figured out a way to where you guys can't. I think I know what I'm gonna do though. I think I'm gonna have to add like a little speaker or headphones right by the microphone for it, and you guys will hear how this conversation is going. YouTube hears it, TikTok hears it, and all that. Yeah, Pearl, go knock that meeting out. Gotta go, safety meeting. That's what's up. Always do that, handle that. That's true. I thought it was just me. I don't watch TV anymore either. No, I just can't get into it. You know what I'm saying? What up, bots? I don't watch TV because you have an opportunity to create that, especially reality TV. There are some shows that I like that are scripted that I will watch. Like I like real TV, you know what I'm saying? Where somebody has thought out a script and people are acting. But this new age reality TV shows, I can't do it. They're all toxic. There's not one that they understand that toxicity sells in this day and age. And if you're managing your frequency, you're going to run from it. They're bringing up new, these horrible logics, these horrible ways of thinking and managing their relationships. They're backstabbing, they're conniving, and I'm cool on that. They're not educating me on psychological behavior in a way that I want to be, consistent with or promoting. I don't look up to anyone on any of those shows. The only person I tell you I give any good credit to is Cardi B. And the only reason why I give Cardi B a pass is because she maintained who she was on and off of those shows. She's been the only one I've seen transcend by being herself. Everybody else is putting on some kind of fake routine or some fakeness. So with that in mind, man, it is 12:30. I am going to be jumping on and off all day. Hopefully you're following me. Hopefully you have notifications turned on. You will see it show up. It'll say, I'm going live, I'm going live, I'm going live. And I am going to be going live all day today. So with that being said, I drank my drink at around 11:30. Yeah, so there'll be some things going on. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some things going on, and I want to be prepared for that. If you aren't following me on Instagram, you gotta follow me on Instagram because I want y'all to go see the last. You ain't gotta follow me, but you gotta go look at it. Go look at the last post I just put up of me and Drake. It's hilarious. I think you all will enjoy that. Yeah, man, you're welcome, Jira. The knowledge, my mentor told me the knowledge isn't yours to keep. And that has always stuck with me. Like people hoard information and I don't know why. It was told to you to tell to others. I'm telling you all right now, do not keep me a secret. Do not keep me to yourself. Share me with all those that you come in contact with, whether it be the recipe for apple cider vinegar, whether it be the recipe for how we should, our outlooks on lives or our opinions and our conversations. Hopefully some of this stuff is permeable into your psyche so that you can take this conversation and share it. That's what's up, life, as it should be. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you take these conversations with you. I am not the smartest guy. I am just somebody who listens and respects my elders and those that came before me. I am the fly on the wall that is listening with the intent of taking it and sharing it. I believe that is the intent of some of the people that we talk about on my platform, but this is not my story to keep. I appreciate that. Jared said, I'm going to mention you in my story. I appreciate that. This conversation, no matter every day when I get on, these conversations ain't for me. Somebody showed and told and taught me. And I'm like, why am I keeping it? I want to be around people who know what I know. I want to be around people who are striving to be better than me. Just know I'm not going to make it easy. That's how you should cultivate your friendships. You should want people to try to be better than you, but don't make it easy. Don't be keeping me all to yourself, Sonny. There's enough of me to go around. What? What's your bad self? Say it loud. What's your bad self? Say it loud. Oh man. Bad self. Yeah, I love this, man. I love this. I really do. I love this. I love having the conversations. I love the banter. I love the ability. And I'm built for it. I really feel like I'm built for it, and I've been built for it all my life. Should this opportunity lead to other opportunities to where the platform is bigger, it's gonna be the same. I'm gonna be the same. Maybe they change my outfits. Maybe they, give me other topics to discuss. Maybe they give me other directions to do it. But you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same me. You know what I'm saying? I would have to make sure that had I gotten to another situation, we be talking about we more or less we talk about bladder and sea moss, man. Yep, that's huge. And I haven't dove off into supplements too much on here because it's subject to what your goals are, and that's more of an individual conversation. Sergeant Hollywood was on here earlier, who always has a great list of great nutritional supplements to take that are all organic and healthy for you. So I hope y'all did enjoy me today. Hopefully you're following me or whatnot. My DMs are open. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have additional questions or concerns, the Cash App is up. If you go to my face up top and press it, it'll pull up all my socials, my Instagram, my YouTube. Make sure you're following on all those. It has a Cash App right there if you choose to go above and beyond and do anything. What is the person's name? Sergeant SGT _ Hollywood. Shad said, open a room on Clubhouse about the stuff. You'd be surprised how many people pull up to talk about it. I know it'd be crazy, Shad, but I'm so distant from Clubhouse just because it's so different, man. And not in the positive way that supports the way I want to communicate. But you're right. I gotta find a way to bring Clubhouse back into the fold and nurture it from my perspective. Lately, I've admonished myself from my responsibility on Clubhouse and the conversation. If I can include it in this conversation, like if I can have Clubhouse up, I don't know if I would do it from the basis of, I think I would reintroduce myself on Clubhouse with having this kind of conversation where they would have to be on Clubhouse and maybe another platform in order to communicate, and I would just hold the stage by myself, kind of like Deshaun does, and then go from there. And then as it grow, you know, maybe I would then interact a little bit more and have more people on stage from that perspective. I think that would be beneficial. But the point of it all would be to get to where the conversation can be held and heard by so many. I know, yeah, it's a little overbearing for me right now, Tashi. So I kind of, you know, I every now and then I stick and move and get in some of those rooms. You should enter more random lives and spread your wisdom. I do, Rocco. So at night, I typically, I've been in a couple rooms in the evening that I enjoy being on, and they're very receptive to my conversation. Of course, it helps that I come in, I bring the joints, I bring a vibe in with me when I come. So the communities and the rooms that I've been able to be a part of absolutely enjoy the conversation, and I can't ask for anything more than that. I must say, overall, on every platform that I've gotten on, the reception has been amazing, and that part is what keeps me coming. Shad said, this is greatness, man. Thank you, Shad. Sweetness, thank you for the love. Y'all just being here. Much love to you too, Rocco. So listen, man, I'm gonna check out for now. Where you can, yeah, I know, right? I know. So Tashi says it bothers anywhere with me. It bothers me when you cannot converse without attacks. The attacks are what make us great, right? If every time I conversed it was a smooth sail, Tashi, then you look at me like when it was time for adversity to come, you have to know how I can handle adversity in order to truly appreciate everything about the conversation that I bring to the table. I invite controversy because I know how to manage and deal with it, and I know it's usually a misunderstanding of perspectives. And if I'm really rooted in my perspective, I can handle it with calm and gentleness until it's name calling. Once it's name calling, we've moved away from the conversation and that part, yeah, I can do without that kind of trolling. But if we're going to converse as adults and we're going to talk about the subject matter at hand, I think I could stand in the fold against any person without raising my voice, without changing my temperament, without not making the emergency that they're having my emergency, and give us the conversation that represents the lives and the memberships of the crews that I'm a part of. So I know that when I speak on these other platforms, I'm representing all of you that show up to my lives on a regular basis. I'm especially representing those who have subscribed to my channel. I don't want them to catch any flack of that. We had that in the room a couple times ago, Sweetness, like yesterday or the day before. But I represent those people who follow me, and I understand that. And so in that, there's a certain, this is why I continue to learn. This is why I continue to show up. And this is why, yeah, I'm cool on that. The Clubhouse rooms are set up that way, and that's kind of why, if you don't like it, you change it. You do your own thing, and that's why I when I was hosting rooms on there, Tashi, that's why it was the way that it was. And I know that at any point I can return to Clubhouse and hold my own against all those other types of rooms and change the culture back. And I think people want that, and they're looking for somebody to do that. I'm just in a different space right now with my TikTok family, my Instagram family, and my YouTube family that don't permit it. So maybe at some point I will. Yeah, we do have an amazing group of champions, Red Baby. And shout out to all of you guys, man. At some point, maybe I will designate, maybe start with a day, like a couple hours. I'll join Clubhouse and open up a room. Maybe that's the start of bringing an atmosphere back to the club. I just got to see. And then there's the point of, of being appreciated for your time. I think that Clubhouse doesn't have a format that allows people to appreciate you for your time. Although I'm the one who invented the monetization on there, it's still not what it should be in terms of supporting those people who are taking the most precious commodity that we have, which is time, and offering it up to people. I think the most unappreciative platform that I've been on is Clubhouse in that faction. And I say that double-handed, right? When I was on it, I got treated very, very well. Not only from the community, from the conversational space, from the respect space, but from the financial space. Some people showed up and showed out ridiculously and blew my mind at times. And it was a source for me to, so like I said, I took those resources and I buy the equipment where I can make the sounds and make the lives that much better. That's where a lot of these resources go to. When you guys do these, when you guys gift and Cash App and stuff, I typically just move that over into somewhere to get a new microphone or do something else that I think is going to be cool for us. So with that being said, man, I got to stick and move. We're almost at 1 o'clock. I know I got on late, but hopefully I've given you a bite to chew. I've given you a bite to eat and something to chew on for the rest of the day. But don't keep me to yourself. Make sure you're sharing me with all those friends and family and those other people that you see online. Each one of these platforms give y'all an opportunity to screenshot and share. So let me give y'all a look. So y'all, if y'all want to screenshot this, y'all can share. Like so y'all can say, yo, he be talking. Hold on. Let me see. I have not got the clock yet, Red Baby. Although I could have gotten it already. I be forgetting. And I'm trying to think, where would I put the clock? Because the more electronics you have in the studio, the more you can have this feedback from the electricity, like this buzz sound. So okay, I'm gonna pose so y'all can, if y'all wanna, hold on. Wait, should I smile? I should smile, shouldn't I? Yeah, the YouTube link is correct. Oh, you know what? It's my name. You're right. I changed the YouTube link. You should have still been able to get to it from there. But it's my name. It's consistent everywhere. Dwight_Scrap_Reynolds. My YouTube has changed. It's consistent everywhere. Dwight_Scrap_Reynolds. The branding is all the same. Hold on. Is that a good picture, like for like if I'm, for like a show? Hold on. I'm screenshotting. I'm sorry. Let me take this picture off of here for. There you go. That's the picture y'all get. I gave them a different picture on Instagram, and I don't have one for YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. YouTube, y'all can screenshot. Go ahead. All right. With that being said, I'm celebrating all day. The 2-month anniversary. If y'all want to gift or do anything like that to celebrate with me or to show any appreciation, I appreciate it. But I'm out until the next time I'm not out, until I'm on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. With your bad self. So y'all go ahead and have an amazing day with your bad self. I'm out. Instagram. Listen, also, I want to say this. The replays of this show are always going to be on YouTube. They're never going to be on Instagram. They're never going to be on TikTok. The replays are always going to be replayed on YouTube. So if you guys, and listen, go on YouTube, and there's the ability for you to just clip a section if you want, and you can make it a short on YouTube, or you could clip that section and share it somewhere else. That would be awesome. If you guys are wondering how you can share me with your communities, these are the ways to do it. You can clip a section and send it and repost it as a story, as a post, as a reel, whatever. You can go through and take a bunch of clips and just boop up, like little sayings I say, pow, 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 and post those. And anything that you thought was profound or worth sharing, you can do that. I would so much appreciate that. I know it's a little time consuming, but anything worth doing has a little effort that's attached to it. I hope you will take that extra effort out and share that social digital currency and spend that social digital currency with me. I appreciate y'all. Hey! With your bad self. All right, I'm out for real now. With your bad self. With your bad self. Hey, yeah, with your bad self.